These are the athletes we will be watching in this A final. We should be bringing you the full race, so I think we're going to look at each of them now.
Yeah, we'll definitely be bringing you the full race. These guys have raced yesterday.
Yes.
And
a preliminary race.
So 5 athletes in this event. There is the first of them, Olof Forsberg from Finland over there on the far side. The veteran sculler, 39 years of age. Finished, I think, in the back of the C final. Olivia Bates, the favourite for this race. Effectively the reserve for the British women's lightweight double. Tosca Kettler, been in great form. The Dutch sculler, 27-year-old. Of course, Martine Veldhuis, who got silver medal in this event, I think last year, did she? Is now in the heavyweight Dutch double with Lisa Chenard. Kadja Krimi from Tunisia, veteran of the Tokyo Olympics, where she finished 16th in the lightweight women's double sculls. And there we see Maya Lund, whose boat was damaged, and we've heard about her borrowing, I think it's Olivia Nuck's boat, isn't it? Maya Lund, the 29-year-old from Norway. And we'll talk you through what happened in yesterday's race.
Yeah, well, they raced yesterday as a preliminary, so it'd be hard to know exactly what we should read into that. But yeah, Olivia Bates of Great Britain got out well, took a good win.
Yeah, she was very measured, Olivia Bates, on that first stroke, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was yesterday, and I think you could watch her on Instagram on the World Rowing feed going off the start.
Oh, really?
From yesterday, yeah, I think it was one of the featured things.
Yeah, they've got some great stuff on World Rowing feed. Nice start from the Tunisian. Kadja has gone off with a real purpose, the 28-year-old. She was in the lightweight women's double sculls. Not quite sure why she's not in a double scull here. Perhaps we'll see her in that boat later in the season. But she has blasted out lane 4, the Tunisian. And it's obviously fantastic to see the scullers from the African continent come to World Cup 1. And Krimi has absolutely blasted out the first 150, 200 metres. It's her bow in front of Olivia Bates.
Yeah, Krimi had a good first 1,000 yesterday. She was right in it and then faded in the second 1,000. She's obviously going with even stronger tactics today to lead it out here as we come out through a minute. Somewhere around here you'd have thought you want to settle into some kind of sustainable pace. Krimi's still up at 39 strokes a minute, whereas Olivia Bates is down at 35.
I remember in 2016, I'm waxing lyrical now, Greg, but I did see, I think it was Zoe McFarlane from New Zealand in this event here, break the world's best time on this Varese Lake. It won't go on this particular contest. World's best time, if you're interested, is 7:23, held by Imogen Grant of Great Britain, set in Lucerne a couple of years ago. She went through the 500 in 1:47, so that's a pretty decent time mark to look out for. They're just over it already, so about 4 or 5 seconds off the world's best time.
But that's what you'd expect really in conditions like these.
Do you think Kadja could grab a medal in this race?
Well, let's have a look. I'm sure she could, but I think the rest of the field will be tracking her. As we said, yeah, yesterday she did have a good first 1,000, then the rest of the field came back at her, whereas Olivia Bates, I guess, took out the lead, probably had about a length at 500 and then was able to carry on and keep opening that gap, won by 9 seconds in the end. But you can't help thinking for everyone else, why would you go for it in a preliminary race when you're not in amongst it?
Yeah, it looks like Forsberg and Kettler from Finland and Netherlands respectively are kind of letting a bit of a gap develop, although Kettler's trying to close it to the Norwegian sculler Maya Lund, and you can see her bows there, number 5, moving back on Kadja Krimi. I guess, you know, going out so quickly, that leaves Katja vulnerable, doesn't it, to a charge from Tosca, the sculler from the Netherlands. There she is, Tosca.
Yeah, vulnerable is the word, I think, for the Tunisian sculler, having put so much in so early. As you just saw Kettler there in the Dutch boat, just took a little look to her left.
Yeah, and she's put a little sprint on now with that look.
Yeah.
So does that happen, you know, you put a look in and then you put a sprint in?
Yeah, I think you know, certainly when I remember when I raced the single, going out and saying, well, what's my race plan? And my coach, Harry Mann, at the time saying, well, your race plan's whatever you want it to be. You know, you know what makes the boat go fast. You have the control. You have the choice. So you decide where you are, and you decide if you need something. If you need it, you put it in. So I'm sure Tosca Kettler there took a little look to her right and thought, yeah, I think I just need to, you know, leave the blades in the water for a little bit longer, or lean back a little bit more, or whatever she does to make it go faster, and made that little move.
So Katja Krimi has now lost that bronze medal position she was defending. The Tunisian goes into 4th place, Tosca Kettler of the Netherlands in 3rd. It is the Norwegian Maja Lund in 2nd, but well, over there on the right of your picture you can see from our Jones shot a really commanding lead from the 23-year-old Olivia Bates. No mean half marathon runner. She's done the half marathon in 1:24.3. The sculler from Trent Rowing Club up there in Burton in the Midlands. She is the sort of person has to fit in training while working as a vet in an equine hospital. At least she was doing that last year. And she'll go back to her degree studies. There's Maja Lund, the Norwegian. Looks nice on the stern of a boat. You know, you tend to look at the stern to see if it dips too much when the blades go in.
I think that might be your stern, Martin, compared to hers.
Yeah.
No, but it did look very smooth. Maja Lund's stern there just staying nicely out of the water, not doing anything to kick the boat back in the way we might see someone with a bit less boat feel, let's say.
These carbon riggers that these women scull with, you see Olivia Bates's boat there with those carbon fibre riggers. Did you ever use those?
Not much within my time. I mean, it's very, very stiff, and it becomes very, very responsive, and can make the boat feel that little bit more jittery. No give in them.
So Maja Lund there, you can see she is battling to keep that silver medal place ahead of Tosca Kettler from the Netherlands, who's now made that bronze medal her own. Ola Forsberg from Finland is back in 5th place. Katja Krimi from Tunisia is in 4th place, 500 metres to go. And it is Olivia Bates in that commanding
She's not in as much control as she was yesterday at this point, unsurprisingly probably, but you just wonder whether Maja Lund would be able to find anything. As it is, Liv Bates has been down. She's at 33 strokes a minute. She's been the lowest rating sculler pretty much from about 500 gone. So I'm sure she would have something if she needed it.
Well, there was 6 seconds between them yesterday at 1500 gone and 8.5 seconds at the finish. So what's that? It's a pretty similar margin, I'd say. So out there on the left of your picture, it is the British sculler, Olivia Bates. There in 2nd place, the Norwegian sculler, Maja Lund, that we're looking at. Platt down a back there, coached by Sebastian Baranzo, looks after the Norwegian scullers. And in 3rd place, it is the sculler from the Netherlands, Tosca Kettler. This is the first A final of the season's first World Cup. These scullers won't actually win World Cup points because this is a non-Olympic event, but it's a very important event for the Olympics because these women are the reserves and we've seen illness affect so many people, of course, of late, COVID and what have you, that Olivia Bates is, you know, 1 step away from being in the British lightweight women's double, favourites to take the gold, and she will take a gold medal here. Olivia Bates wins the gold medal in the lightweight women's single sculls. Maja Lund from Norway takes the silver medal, and it is the Dutch sculler Tosca Kettler who takes the bronze medal. in the lightweight women's single sculls, and it is the Finnish sculler who just gets through Katja Krimi, who has to
got
settle
a feel
for
for Krimi,
place.
really. She was pretty
Yeah, I
brave,
know.
wasn't she, leading it out through about 7:50. But big result for Olivia Bates. Good for her, because her last race was at the World Championships, where I think she was ill, really, when it came to finals time.
Yeah.
So good to get back to the top of the podium. I'm sure she'll enjoy the medal ceremony. Tosca Kettler there with that bronze medal. We should see her in a moment. She obviously had to work for that too, didn't she?
Yeah, she did have to work for that. And I don't think Tosca Kettler will be going to the Olympics, because the Dutch don't have any lightweight women's double sculls in that event. So we might not see her again too much this season. Dutch team aren't going to the European Championships in a couple of weeks. There's confirmation. Olivia Bates, 7:41. Maya Lund lengthened a bit behind her, and Tosca Kettler gets the third.
Olivia Bates. Let's hear it for our medalists.